Right, so I'm at Anfield for a look at the Anfield Road stand expansion. It's been a bit of work going on since my last video, and there's quite a few questions in the comments that need answering, so I'll get the drone up, we'll have a look around and I'll answer some questions as I'm flying around. So let's get up and have a look. Okay. Get up high. There's quite a bit of work going up there, so I don't want to get in the way of any workers. So I'll get over close and look down. Get a bit higher, get right above these cranes. So down in the middle of the screen there is where in the last video you'll have noticed there was a massive ironwork on the floor. Now that's actually up on the stand now. There's people up there working on it. So spin round and have a look at it. You can see it there right in the middle of the stand. Okay. So that is connecting the back of the truss to the back of the stand. There's only one up there, but I'm going to assume there's going to be more going up because they're going to be covered. The truss and that ironwork is going to be covered by the roof that comes over the top of the Anfield Road stand. I'll get a little bit closer. Not too close. But yeah, it's really taking shape, that is now. Gonna go a little bit higher. That'll do me. So, as you see, there's people on that crane there working on it. Obviously, it went up yesterday, so they're going to be getting the bolts, rivets, whatever, to secure it into place. And then there will be more of them going up, definitely, to support the roof. Right, so anyway, since my last video, it's quite popular. 17,000 views so far, and I've had quite a lot of kind comments on it, so I just want to thank everyone for the kind comments, the likes, the views, all my new subscribers, and only also the channel. As I say, I'm fairly new to this, so it's something that I want to carry on doing. So if you like it, like the video, subscribe to my channel mainly, and to get the algorithm going on YouTube, comment and like. Even if the negative comments, just comment, and they'll be addressed in later videos, like I'm going to do today. But I think 99% of the comments were positive comments. Okay. So yeah, the thing I'm going to mention in my last video, I mentioned about maybe the Kenny Dalglish stand and the cop getting renovated themselves later at some point. Now, people have brought up issues with that. Well, the one person that took offence to it, to be honest. That's saying there being absolutely nothing in the pipeline from FSG to say that these stands are going to get done up themselves, and they're right. There hasn't been anything from FSG. So everything I say in my videos are my opinion. It doesn't mean I'm right. It's just what I think might happen or should happen. Okay. Now I think myself, I've sat in the back of that main stand there, and right at the back of the main stand, and the Kop looks tiny. It looks odd compared to the rest of the grounds. So I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that in future the Kop will get demolished and it'll get brought up to height. Now what someone said was the Ken Dalglish stands will not be the same height as the main stands, and they're probably right. 1 second, someone's walking past. I'll let them walk past before I carry on talking, because I'm still a bit self-conscious about talking. Okay. Yeah, so someone mentioned that the Ken Dalglish stand won't get brought up to the height of the main stand, which you're probably right. But what I think in future, it'd be nice to have the main stand as the dominant stand, and maybe have, so the Anfield Road stand's getting done now, and maybe have the rest of the grounds the same level as the Anfield Road stands, going along the Ken Dalglish stand, going along the Kop, joining back onto the main stand, and having the main stand as the dominant stand. But it'd be nice to see those other stands getting done up now. The other issue is, which someone brought up, was below here is a street right behind the Ken Dalglish stand, and that would have to be demolished, which, after all the palaver of the house getting demolished behind the main stand, this isn't going to happen. That's Skerries Road. Okay. And there's quite a lot of houses there, and the houses look as though they're being well looked after and being done up, and there's families in there, and I don't think Liverpool FC are going to want to make them people homeless. So that was a very good point brought out by someone. So that is probably not going to be an option in the future. Now, moving on to the Kop, I think that will get done at some point. It's going to be too small compared to the rest of the grounds. Now, the Ken Dalglish stand, that was only built, you know, to turn the century, and it's still a fairly new stand, and it won't look odd compared to the Anfield Road when that's done. It's not going to look out of place, whereas the Kop does look out of place. When you're sitting at the back of that main stand, you can see right on the roof of the Kop, you can see right down the road, you can see all the cars going past and everything, and it's distracting when you're watching a football match. So I have no doubt that the Kop will get done. Okay. Any more points to bring up? Yeah, people were asking what the capacity is going to be, and that's going to get brought up to around 61,000. Okay. Now, the issue with the capacity getting brought up to 61,000 is, I read somewhere a while ago that UEFA require any team playing in the Champions League, if they have a capacity over 60,000, that they need all travel links covered. That's bus, taxi, walking and rail links. Now, Anfield doesn't have a rail link, And so I don't know how FSG are going to get round that, or if the rules have changed. I don't know. But for the sheer volume of fans that are going to be coming to the grounds, I'm sure that's what UEFA require. I know in the area there's disused rail lines. There used to be stations around here. There used to be one by Goodson Park. There used to be a station there, which, you know, is just across the park. It's just across the way from Anfield's. Just over there in the middle of the screen now. Okay, so it's not far away to walk, but I don't know. Now the only other option would be at Tramlink, which could go from the city centre right to Anfield. So how FSG are going to get around that, I don't know. There's obviously bus links and taxi links, because we're not far from the city centre anyway. You can walk here in half an hour, 40 minutes from the city centre. Okay. Anything else to bring up? Let me have a look. I've got to write it down because there's that much that people were asking. Someone's asking if I should do match days. That's totally out of the question. I can't do match days. The Premier League wouldn't allow it, and I'll go to match myself anyway, so unless I'm allowed to take the drone into the ground with me, then that won't happen. But matches that I don't go to, I do take my camera up and I do film what I do. So I do some street photography outside the grounds. So yeah, there'll be future videos, and I've got one or two on there on my YouTube channel of match days. I've done Goodson, I've done Anfield, so I'll do more of them, but I won't be taking a drone up. Anything else? Yeah, the stand. This stand's going to be ready for the 23-24 season. So next season, start the next season, it'll be good to go. All the build is going to take place this season, and then next season it'll be good to go. Okay. I'm not going to cover everything because I'm going to bore you all of the questions that are being asked, but they're just a few, and I will cover more as we go along. But what I do like about YouTube is the comments section, because it does bring up some good talking points, and I will talk about them in videos if I feel it's relevant, and all the ones I spoke about today are relevant. There's someone going up on the blue crane there. One other thing I did want to mention is the car park here is where, if you remember Hicks and Gillette, who almost destroyed Liverpool Football Club, we're going to build their stadium. Now don't get me wrong, the plans for this stadium looked brilliant, which I'll put a picture on now, and it was all going to be in this car park, but as it turned out, it was all pie in the sky from them because they were a pair of cowboys. But this car park used to be a sports centre, and the sports centre used to be along the tree line. You can see, I'd say that car down there, but let's say a third of the way up there's a car along the tree line. The sports centre used to be around there, and this car park used to be full of football pitches, because I used to play on there myself, and that's where Hicks and Gillette wanted to have the new stadium, but it didn't happen, and then they got ousted and we got took over by FSG, and we haven't looked back since, to be fair. So it's a blessing in disguise that they were there. So yeah, that's how it's looking so far anyway. That new ironwork. And I'll leave the video there. It was mainly to address questions that are being asked and to have a look at this new piece that are being put on the roof. So I'll do weekly updates. I'll probably do them on Tuesdays unless something happens, then I'll shoot up and get some footage of what's happening, maybe do a short video of what's happened. But I'll do my weekly updates, and any questions that are being asked I'll try and answer them in future videos. So if you've got any questions, fire them into the comments section. I read all the comments. If I feel I need to reply to a comment, I'll reply to it there and then. If not, it can wait till I do a video and then I will bring it up in the video. Okay, so I'm going to stay in the air as I normally do, take some photos and I'll put them on at the end. Thanks for watching and speak to you soon.